So Virginia is set to elect its new governor tomorrow. The latest poll shows Democrat Abigail Spanberger leading Republican candidate and current Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earle-Sears by 10 points. Steve is catching up now with Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin and Lieutenant Governor Winsome Earle-Sears. Good morning.
Good morning to you, LJ. Yep, live from Richmond. Here we are in front of the governor's mansion, or executive mansion, right? This is beautiful. Give us one historical fact before we go on the morning walk.
Well, it's the oldest purpose-built governor's mansion in America. And every morning I come down those stairs and I see that building designed by Jefferson, and I go work in the Patrick Henry building, and we're surrounded by the history of America and Virginia.
And, I know Halloween was a couple of days ago. Tell me about that big pumpkin.
Yeah, it's amazing. 1,500 pounds. And it was grown in Covington, Virginia, and it takes 100 gallons of water a day to grow a pumpkin that big.
Holy cow. Well, that's something. All right, let's go for a walk and watch your step. Let's go. So we're here on the Capitol grounds for a walk. You'd like to move into that house. Tomorrow's the big election.
It is the big day.
So the big thing is, here in the Commonwealth of Virginia, 67% of voters say they are very enthused about voting. So how do you make sure you get them out tomorrow?
Well, we keep hitting them, talking about all the good that we've done, that we're not going to go back, that we have more to accomplish, and that their future rests with their vote. And I'm the one who will continue to make things happen. Our governor has laid the foundation. We're going to build on that.
Well, and when you look at your candidacy, you are kind of an improbable lieutenant governor. You're historic for the Commonwealth of Virginia, and you would like to make more history tomorrow.
Well, it's not really about making history. It's about, what are you going to do for me when you're elected? How are you going to serve me? Are you going to see me? Are you going to know what the issues are in my life? And are you going to make my life any harder than it already is? So we're just going to continue to create jobs. To create a job and a career, really, is to help families. We're talking about real people. We're going to start creating generational wealth. And then, of course, the children need to be educated. It's an education that lifted my father out of poverty when he came here with only $1.75 in his pocket from Jamaica in '63. And now here I am. So, yes, what I'm telling you is the American dream is still happening. It's available. Some politicians would like to tell you no. We have to be safe and secure. That's another thing. And then, of course, we want to make sure taxes. We want to make sure people keep their money in their own pocket. They worked hard for it.
Sure. Well, you mentioned jobs. Now, one of the things, and there's the Capitol building. It is beautiful.
Mr. Jefferson's Capitol.
Thomas Jefferson. Yeah. Nice work. Just saying. It's beautiful. You mentioned jobs a moment ago. One of the things that is not helping you guys is the fact that there are something like 300,000 federal employees in Northern Virginia who are not working. And they are angry at government. And you got to wonder whether or not they're going to, turn their ire on your ticket, or just not go and vote. But they were angry before the furlough because they were angry with the DOGE cuts. You've been in charge of jobs for 4 years now. How do you get them to vote for her?
Well, it begins with having lots of jobs, and that's what we've done. There's 276,000 more people working today than when we started. Over 200,000 open and available jobs. We've had $143 billion of commitments from companies to build in Virginia, which is, by the way, more than the last 5 governors combined. And that's what Winsome and I have been working on for the last 4 years. So we got lots of jobs. Second of all, and I just want to be clear that the Democrat shutdown, and we all know this is a shutdown that's been led by Senate Democrats because they believe they have leverage on Americans right now. And if you can imagine, we're sitting here today on Monday the 3rd, and SNAP benefits are not flowing to 42 million Americans. SNAP benefits. Now, we did something different in Virginia. What Winsome and I did was we declared a state of emergency, and we created an alternative SNAP benefit program called VENA, the Virginia Emergency Nutrition Assistance System. And we're paying those benefits today. But I'm telling you, the Democrats are going to wear this because they're the ones that have shut down the government.
I mean, 270 Republicans have voted to keep the government open. And all we needed was seven Democrats to say, yes, we want that too. But listen, you know how we know that it's hurting the Democrats more? Because when an 800,000 strong union, government union, the president of it says, we need a clean CR, go to work, bring the government workers back, that's how you know.
So there's George Washington. and historic statue here in Richmond, Virginia. I know a lot of the stuff that is impacting your race happens in Washington. Let's go ahead and go around that way. I think it's that way. That's right. One of the things from Washington is the former president of the United States, actually, Barack Obama, actually came to Virginia and was campaigning for your opponent. What's interesting is...
That's not surprising. He's a Democrat.
That's not the surprising part. The surprising part is he never mentioned, when he was on stage with the Democrat governor candidate and attorney general candidate, never mentioned the attorney general candidate's name because that guy has said all sorts of problems with those crazy texts where he was talking about people.
It's not crazy.
dying.
It's murderous texts. And remember, I'm from a country where I saw political violence, where I saw political gangs shooting people and shooting each other when I was 10 years old. And to think that that's what I'm seeing in America today, it's absolutely crazy. And for my opponent, Abigail Spanberger, to not tell her attorney general nominee, and I'm going to say his name, Jay Jones, to get out of the race because he said 2 bullets to the head of his political opponents and also kill the man's 2-year-old and 5-year-old children. This cannot be what we are about in Virginia.
Right. So we're less than 24 hours away from Election Day. What is your closing argument?
Well, it's to say this. We must continue the successes that we have had in Virginia. You know that we've returned more than $9 billion back to you, Virginians. This is your hard-earned money. You know that we have created jobs. You know that we have even more jobs available. You know that we've made you safe and secure, that we're not soft on crime. You know that we're making sure that our girls are not being forced to undress in locker rooms, and they have opportunities through Title IX, equality in sports. My opponent, Abigail, has already said she's going to get rid of oil and gas in Virginia. So our energy problems will be a terrible thing, and all we need to do is to look at what's happening in Maryland and, by the way, California. She knows nothing about any of this. She voted for open border policy, which caused fentanyl to come across, sex trafficking, child trafficking. We were never safe under her. We cannot afford Abigail Spanberger. She is wrong for Virginia.
And you, Governor, would love to be able to give your lieutenant governor the keys to that house at the end of the street.
I would, and nothing would be better for Virginia than for me to be able to hand Winsome the keys to the governor's mansion. She will do a spectacular job. She's ready for the job. Right. Abigail Spanberger needs on-the-job training. Winsome's ready to go on day one.
On day one.
Governor, Madam Lieutenant Governor.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you. I don't need luck. We have the people's support.
Get out and vote.
Okay, you heard him. We're going to take a quick time out. More Fox and Friends right after this. I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.